We didn't lose Star Wars all at once. There wasn't a single moment where everything broke. Instead, it was a series of decisions, small ones, big ones, each made with good intentions, and each one cost us something. Not just scenes, not just characters, but trust, momentum, possibility. This isn't about hating Star Wars. It's about understanding the decisions that quietly hurt it and why fans are still feeling the consequences. Today, George Lucas is one of the most important filmmakers in history. But importance does not equal perfection. Some of the most divisive moments in Star Wars weren't technical failures. They were cinematic and character decisions, choices about who the audience should connect with, how emotion should be conveyed, and when spectacle should replace intimacy. Here are the decisions that cost us as fans. Number 1. He made the Force too powerful, too quickly. One of the most powerful moments in The Empire Strikes Back is also one of the quietest. Luke Skywalker, alone in the ice cave on Hoth, struggling to pull his lightsaber from the snow. It's slow, difficult, uncertain. The Force feels earned. By the time of the prequels, that restraint was gone. Jedi leap effortlessly. They sprint at impossible speeds. They move through combat like superheroes. What once felt mystical now felt excessive. When power has no cost, tension disappears. If Jedi can do almost anything at any time, the audience stops worrying for them. Cinematic power works best when it has limits. By making the Force visually spectacular at all times, Lucas unintentionally weakened its dramatic weight. Number 2, he misjudged Jar Jar Binks as a comedic anchor. George Lucas wanted Star Wars to remain accessible to children. That instinct wasn't wrong, but the execution was. Jar Jar Binks wasn't just comic relief. He became a tonal anchor for entire scenes. Instead of humor emerging naturally from character interaction, it was imposed through slapstick. Physical comedy, exaggerated speech, constant interruptions of tension. Rather than connecting younger audiences to the story, Jar Jar alienated older viewers and distracted from the narrative stakes. The problem wasn't that Jar Jar was silly. The problem was how much gravity the film gave him.
Ha, word!
I can't believe there's still slavery in the galaxy. The Republic's anti-slavery law.
Survive on our own.
Excuse me.
Must have Jedi reflexes if you race past. Don't do that again.
With Jar Jar, the story bent around the comedy. And once tone is broken, it's very difficult to restore. Number 3, he removed too many creative filters. Early Star Wars worked because Lucas was challenged. Editors reshaped scenes, actors questioned lines, collaborators pushed back. By the time of the prequels, Lucas was no longer challenged. He was deferred to. As a result, scenes played longer than necessary. Emotional beats weren't refined. Dialogue went unquestioned. Without resistance, ideas don't evolve. Star Wars lost one of its most important ingredients: friction. Number 4, he robbed Obi-Wan of moral ambiguity. Obi-Wan Kenobi works best as a conflicted mentor, but the prequels often portray him as morally absolute. This removed an opportunity for depth. If Obi-Wan had been more complicit, more uncertain, more flawed, Anakin's fall would have felt shared, not isolated. Great tragedies are collective failures, not solo ones. Number 5, he turned the Force into a mechanism. The Force was once a feeling. It was intuition, faith, spiritual tension. Then it became measurable.
I need a midichlorian count.
The reading is off the chart. Over 20,000.
By explaining the Force biologically, Lucas removed its mystery and its accessibility. The Force stopped being something anyone could feel. and became something you were born with. In cinematic terms, mystery fuels imagination. Explanation closes doors. The Force became smaller the more it was defined. Number 6. He mischaracterized Anakin's core trait. Anakin Skywalker's defining flaw should have been fear of loss. Instead, the films often emphasized impatience, arrogance, emotional volatility. This shifted audience perception. Rather than watching a good man slowly fracture, we often watched a character who already felt unstable. The tragedy should have been subtle. Anakin didn't need to feel dangerous early. He needed to feel human. Number 7. He introduced Anakin too young, too early. A child, Anakin wasn't inherently a bad idea, but spending so much time there diluted the tragedy. Audiences bonded with innocence, only to jump abruptly to darkness. The emotional bridge was missing. Anakin needed gradual erosion, moral compromises, quiet rationalizations. Instead, his evolution felt segmented. Tragedy works best when it feels inevitable, not sudden. Number 8. He reduced Padme to a symbol, not a person. Padme began as a strong, intelligent leader, but over time, she became defined almost entirely by her relationship. Her political agency faded, her inner life disappeared. As a result, her role in Anakin's fall felt passive when it should have been complex. Strong characters need internal conflict, not just narrative purpose. Number 9. He filmed emotion from too far away. One of the most consistent cinematic issues in the prequels is distance. Key emotional moments are often staged in wide shots, informal blocking, with limited facial intimacy. Emotion lives in faces. Close-ups matter. The original trilogy understood this instinctively. The prequels often observed emotion instead of inhabiting it. Number 10. He held onto sole authorship too long. Star Wars thrives on collaboration. Lucas's greatest moments came when others refined his ideas. Dialogue was reshaped, performances were guided. When Star Wars finally expanded beyond Lucas alone, new voices emerged. Different tones developed. The galaxy grew. Vision builds worlds, but collaboration sustains them. George Lucas didn't fail Star Wars. He challenged it. And in doing so, he revealed an essential truth about storytelling. Great worlds are not built by one voice forever. They evolve, they adapt, and sometimes they grow stronger by letting go. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you, always.